Tonight I want to take you along on my spring 2019 craft night. I've shared these many times. This is my going on third year having these. About 3 times a year I invite 20 to 25 ladies over here and we have the best time. We have a spring one, a fall one, and a Christmas one, and spring is one of my favorites because I love the colors. And I can't really decide which craft night is our favorite. But tonight I want to share with you how I set up the kitchen for some light refreshments, how I set up the garage with a few tips and tricks of what I've learned over the course of doing this, and then just some snippets of all of us having fun. This spring I decided to do 2 charcuterie trays. If you don't know what that is, that's just a fancy word for a snack board or snack tray. It's just nuts and fruit, some cheeses, and just some little nibble food. You're dealing with 25 people. There's no way I could do a meal and a craft for that many people. Now for just a little sweet treat, I dipped some pretzel rods in almond bark with some sprinkles, and that's a cute little spring treat. But just have the table decorated a little bit with some decor that I had. One year I had everyone bring something and I ended up with like 25 casseroles. We just didn't have enough room to set anything and half of it didn't even get eaten. I've done a basket of chips and a cookie tray before. That worked out good. And one year I had my Bunko girls, instead of us going out to eat, they just all brought a dish, and that way there was only about 5 or 6 things and it helped me out. It wasn't too much. But I will tell you that some of the cheeses I bought were smoked Gouda, pepper jack. I got some seasoned cream cheese, just really a mixture of cheeses, crackers, pickles, and things like that. Over here on my kitchen peninsula, I always make a wine punch. It's about 3 ingredients. I'll put the 3 ingredients below if you're interested in it. And then I always have 2 or 3 sodas here for people who just want a soft drink. All right, we're stepping into my garage now, and if you followed me on several of my craft nights, you notice that I set up pretty much the same way. The only thing I really do different season to season is the color scheme. And with it being spring, I love blue and yellow, and I was just talking to a subscriber a day or so ago how much I love blue and yellow, and I'll explain to you a little more what I did to the tables in just a minute. But over here on the right hand side, this is my display table where I show the projects. And tonight we are making a wooden kite door hanger with some ribbon tails and this little 2x4 rabbit here. Some of you have probably seen this all over Pinterest for a couple years now. No big original ideas here tonight. And over here, this table right here, this is kind of my housekeeping table where I keep all my extra paint and brushes, and these are the bows for the kites and just extra supplies as people need it. Now, I usually say this in every craft night video, you can put lipstick on a pig and it's still a pig, and the same goes for a garage. You can do all the decorating you want, but there's still the smell of a garage and the looks of a garage. But to help that, I do decorate the walls a little bit using my flag collection. And I have quite a few seasonal flags, and I just pull out all my spring ones, and it just really brightens up the wall, and it's just really pretty for this time of year. On this window, I just hang up my little garden flags. And I just love spring with all the colors, and so it just gives it a little more festive look. And to cut down on the garage smell, I do turn on a Scentsy burner, and it does make it smell better in here. But let me show you the tables here. I have 24 ladies coming tonight, and everyone has their own little place setting. And this is the wood kite, this is the wood for their bunny, a plate for their paint, and a sponge brush and a napkin. And this right here is just a little kit to finish out their rabbit, all the little embellishments they need, the little wire whiskers and everything. I have found that when you're working with 24, 25 people, you have got to do that, because if I just laid out the ribbon and let people cut their own, there's no way I could do this cost effectively. I do charge everyone $5. If I could do this for free, I absolutely would, because it is so fun to me to set these up and to share my love of crafting. The $5 a piece just helps offset the cost, and I really do this for zero profit. Everyone always has a good time. Laughing and crafting is what I call it. But for the centerpiece, I just used a yellow tablecloth from Dollar General. This is a floral tablecloth from Dollar Tree. I cut it in a bigger circle. Paper doily, mason jar, blue shreds, yellow ribbon, and some daisies from the Dollar Tree. And put a few lemon candies around and some little yellow tea lights that I'll light before everybody gets here. I want to tell you that I do not participate tonight, so it just wouldn't work if I'm sitting down working too. There needs to be somebody walking around helping people, getting them this or that. So that's a really important tip when planning out a craft night. I'm going to ask about half of the group to start on the kite and half the group start on the rabbits, and that way not everyone kind of gets bottlenecked doing the same thing, like everybody needs gluing at the same time. This time I decided to set up my dining room table as a gluing station. The only thing that needs gluing are the little rabbit embellishments. All I did for the simple setup here was just put a plastic tablecloth on my dining room table, and I've got a couple more glue guns coming, and that way 4 or 5 people can come in here at a time and finish their rabbit. So I'm going to take some snippets throughout the night of different stages of projects and show you what a good time we're having.